Hey there, it's Jamie again. In our last video, we turned the link from column C into this overall star rating, and we extracted it in 2 steps. If you missed that video, pop back, take a look to figure out how to do that. And in this video, we're going to move forward a little bit by trying to clean up our spreadsheet a little bit. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all the way to S. We've got a whole lot of columns. And we don't need all of these. And so I want to pause for a second and take a look at the information in each column and kind of think whether we need it or not. And what we're going to do is delete columns that contain information that aren't necessary for our analysis. So I'll start out by highlighting all of the columns and then going to the space between any 2 of them and double-clicking, and that will make each column wide enough to hold everything that it contains. So things I want to keep. I'm going to keep web scraper order because that's going to allow me at any time to return to a sorting from best selling to least best selling. Column B contains the web scraper URL, which will basically just tell us which page each of these came from, and we don't need that. So I'm going to left click on column B so that only column B is highlighted. Then I'm going to right click and delete it. We've got our link to product, which has been helpful because we were able to extract the overall number of stars. But now that that's done, we don't need that column anymore, and it's taking up space. So I'm going to left click on B again, right click, and delete. This link to product, similarly, we don't need it. Let's delete that one as well. Then the other 2 that we don't need, actually I said I'd go through what we have in each of them. So we've got all the brand names, all the model names, we've got the prices and the MSRP. So if price and MSRP are the same thing, the shoe is not on sale. But if the price is less than the MSRP, the shoe is on sale. You already had a hint of this, but I suspect this is all numbers stored as text. Before we do any analysis on any of these things, we're going to have to change them to a number. Then we've got our total number of reviews. It's sort of a measure of popularity. True to style, true to width, the percent saying that the shoe has moderate arch support. Then we've got all of our comfort and style ratings. Then the next 2, link to additional reviews. Those 2 we don't need, so I'm going to delete those also. And then we've got our more comfort and more style. So let's do one other thing before I finish this video and move on to the next thing, is that we've got all of these numbers that are numbers stored as text, and we need to turn them into numbers. We're going to use the text to column function again, and we have to do these each one at a time. So I'm going to click on column D, which is going to highlight the entirety of the price row. I'm going to go text to columns. Then I'm going to choose fixed width. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to hit next again. And I'm going to hit finish. And that's just going to replace the price with text. The text stored as a number in terms of the price column, it's going to replace that with a number. I'm going to do the same thing for MSRP. Click on the E, highlight the whole column, text to column, fixed width, next, next again, and finish. Each time I have to adjust that width. Same thing with number of reviews. Fixed width, next, next, finish. Since they're in parentheses, it thinks these are negative numbers. We can deal with that. I'll deal with that later. Let's do true to size. Fixed, next, next, finish, true to width. Moderate arch support. Okay, and before we leave this little section, let's just change that number of reviews to a positive number. To do that, we're going to add another column between number of reviews and true to size. We're going to call it number of reviews again. And it's just going to be equal. I'll zoom in actually since I'm typing a formula so you can see a little bit better. Since this is a negative number, we just want the negative of that. So if I say that it's equal to the negative of the number left to it, I'm again having that trouble with not wanting to enter text. So I'll have to do it over here at the edge. Number of reviews. It's actually a new problem for me. I haven't had that pop up before, and I'm not sure why, but this is the workaround. So equals negative F2. Send it down. And then I'm going to copy this and paste special so that it's no longer connected to the values in column F. So I'll click on O, highlight everything, right click, copy. And then I'm just going to come over here and paste it special on top of the original column of number of reviews. So right, paste special. I want the values. If you have images or little pictures that pop up, just mouse over and hover on them until you see the one that says just values. There we go. Now they're just numbers in here. We can come back and we can delete what was in column O. All right, number of reviews is now a number. All of these are now numbers rather than text. We've gotten rid of columns that we don't need. So I'm going to pause this video, let you guys catch up, watch this again if you need to, and then we're going to come back with a little more text to column magic to get the star rating out of that series of text. Okay, see you in a second.